This one's kind of special. It doesn't look like much, but Stephen, when he was in junior high, I took a sheet, and he loved boating and the water and stuff like that, even way back then. And so it had, I took this sheet and then what they call a flannel blanket and put it on the back and put, you won't believe this, but I put an old electric blanket that we had in the center for batting. This was long before my career in quilting. And I stitched it with big stitches, you know, didn't even have a frame or anything. Well, he used it and used it and used it, and it got, as he said, got thrown in the trash. And he took it out there and was pretty upset because he wanted to preserve his quilt. Well, he says, I think Mom can fix that. So he brought it down. And with David's girls, they helped me design and put things on there to cover up the worn places, and because I took it all apart, and then I added a different bat and put some batting in it, and then quilted it with smaller stitches.
I think David said it when he wrote something in the book that's in there, the guest book. He said, Mom is the gold standard for people.
Yes.
She's left a trail.
Yes, she has.
And
Well, she's left a permanent trail.
she's consistent. She gets up every day and wants to give, and she wants to, but she also wants to give these things, but she also wants to keep these things. How does Mom keep her treasure? How does she keep it?
I think she keeps it by giving it away.
You have said it. That's what? And she keeps it how long?
Enough to get it completed to where she's done with the project and she can pass it on to somebody else and they can get
But
the
she
joy
still
out of it.
keeps it.
In
How
her
does
memory. In her memory.
And she keeps it how long? One
Forever.
day?
Forever.
That's it.
Forever.
When she gives it away, she keeps it forever. Now, don't forget that.
When she
That's
gives
it.
it away, she keeps it forever. We'll
Right.
ask Karen to see if she can figure that one out. It makes
Okay.
sense. It does.
Well, you can keep going through and analyzing and trying to build on something, but if you just got the key words, like when I play golf, it's TAF. I don't want to remember anything else.
TAF.
Take away, accelerate, finish.
Ah.
That's a TAF. Now, we got something here with Mom. For Mom to keep this, she has to give it away. And she keeps it forever.
Yeah. One time when we were at Miss Mary's, the quilting cottage next to Karen's shop, we were all in the living room and the dining room. We were all sewing. This was years ago. And Denise Smith made the comment that, look at the generations. We had Claire and Mary, who were toddlers almost. We had other people, I'm trying to think of all the people we had there, but there was a generation represented from people that were 9 years of age to people who were in their 70s. And so just in that one space, in one time period, we were all sharing the same kind of love of quilting and sewing in one spot. All these different generations,
Right.
all these different decades. And Denise Smith was just awed by it. And I've always been awed by it, that, you know, Mom was able to bring that all together.
Generation after generation together in one spot, doing something together that we all enjoy. And then I think a lot of it goes back to it's something that holds all the family members together. I mean, that's what
Family
brings
and
us
friends,
together
yeah.
as family, friends, close relationships, and that quilts do that for us. This is a pretty one too. It's one of hers blue. Oh, I love that one.
Whenever your friends talk about one of you, it's usually talking about
Karen and
both of
Kathy.
you.
Yeah,
Kathy.
But
So
we
you-
weren't like that in school when we were
No,
younger.
in high
We
school,
weren't-
Kathy
no.
hated me in high school.
I didn't hate you. I didn't
I
hate
know,
you.
but
We were just two different.
There was nothing, yeah.
There wasn't a binding to us.
Actually, there wasn't,
Yeah.
because you were more interested in boys. And I was
not
more
true.
interested in my girlfriends. And we did things
That's
together.
true. Yeah, I was
Because
doing
you
the
really,
dating thing,
you were
yeah.
in the dating thing, and I was with friends. Or
Yeah.
my girlfriends were, we all hung out together. And then off to college. And then then once we started that quilting,
Yeah.
and then it just,
And
we
I think
became best friends.
Right. It was Mom who
And-
really got us interested in it.
Yeah, it's a common thing now.
But I think in watching Mom, in the way she is with other people, I think that's that idea of giving back always. She's always given back to people.
I think, I think yesterday was a real testament because, you know, Sam Stark is a woman I met, a friend that I met at the quilt shop. She's a customer of ours, but we've become friends. She lives in Zionsville. And so, you know, she's like, oh, my adoptive mother. So, you know, she's, you know, and Heather Winger, the same thing. She's like, wants Mom to be her, you know, she wants to be the adoptive child of Mother, you know. So I think most of our friends
Consider
feel
her
that
like a
way.
mother.
They want to be adopted, and we have to bring more members into this family.
Right. It's like Daria's sign-in yesterday said, she said something about
She's the good
passion,
child. She's the
and she
good
said,
daughter.
This is from, Daria said, this is from your good daughter. So we share her. And I think she learned that also from her Grandma Dome. The idea of her, the love of people and sharing and giving back and
She gives more than what she takes.
right.
So
Well, she's not a taker.
I think, she's, so I think that's the thing people find is the comfort of that.
Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
That's the
And I
comfort
think
that she
that's
finds.
the real legacy is that she does set the standard of what it is to be a good person. And that is, you know, sharing your things, sharing your thoughts, sharing your talents, and,
Sharing of yourself.
all right, giving of yourself.
She gives of
And
herself.
that's what quilts are. We're very fortunate.
And
We're very
yeah.
blessed.
So was this a good idea?
It was a
Fabulous.
tremendous idea. I think it's just something that I think the family also benefited a lot from just seeing everybody kind of come together to celebrate Mom and her passions.
I thought too at the beginning. At first, I thought, "Oh gosh, this would be great, a way to have everybody come and you know, people come to the show and attend the show." And then when we were setting up, I thought, you know what? If it's just the family and there's no one, if no one person came except for the family, then that was enough.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
Because I just felt like this was something that we as a family did to see. Wow, our mom did all this for her family.
And it was a celebration of her and her family. And she and Dad have made this the family
Right.
that it is. Bunch of hooligans.
Did you see that one?
Ruth wrote, I cannot believe you've done this in raising 6 hooligans.